We have another call coming in right now. We did. We lost the call. Go ahead and call back. Oh, there it is. Caller, you're on the air with EGI2. We've lost Anna Saragina, but we've got each other. What are your thoughts on Fighting Force 2 on the Dreamcast and PlayStation?
Hi, Robbie, Cody from Florida.
Cody from Florida, what's the good news from the just that mire of a place where you live?
That Fort Myers of a place that I live. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Robbie?
Did you hear what he did?
I don't get it.
I said mire.
Yeah, I heard that.
Something in which a body may be stuck in, and he was saying Fort Myers, which is the name of the town near where he lives.
But what's the game?
A little bit of
Fighting Force 2.
Oh, I get it. That's very funny. Thank you, caller.
That's funny video game news, I believe.
I think so. That's really funny.
Thank you for that, Cody from Florida. What's
Cody.
What's the news coming from your terrible nightmarish situation that you have down there?
Well, we have a good friend of the show, Ron DeSantis, is in the news again.
Oh, you heard it here first. Ron DeSantis is in the funny video game news. Is that what you're trying to tell us, Cody from Florida?
I was insinuating that, yeah.
And you're trying to tell us that perhaps Mr. DeSantis is perhaps going to be referring to Fighting Force 2 on the Dreamcast and PlayStation?
Yeah. So the first slide is let's say the first slide is like a bunch of PlayStation 1 era IDOS games like Fighting Force and Gex and Akuji the Heartless and Soul Reaver and the earlier
Robbie, what are you doing with your hands
games.
there?
The first 3 Tomb Raider games, at least, and I think perhaps 4 in Tomb Raider Chronicles. I don't know if those are still published by Eidos. Were they, Alan?
Yes,
You're the Eidos
They were.
expert.
Yes, I am. I do know all about Eidos, and they did publish the game you said.
Cody?
So Ron DeSantis, Ron DeSantis is saying, wouldn't it be cool if there was a crossover arena fighter with the IDOS franchise?
I think it was called the Unholy War.
That's funny.
And then the developer of Unholy War made
Robbie,
a arena
my button?
battler with LucasArts.
I'm just gonna. I'll hit the button. I'll get it. Hold on.
Okay. Hold for laughter, Cody from Florida.
Which one did you want?
I'll take a hee-hee, please.
Cute hee.
I'll take a hee-hee.
Okay.
What was the name of that one? Wrath Unleashed.
Oh, great.
Wrath Unleashed. That's a little obscure for me even. Wrath Unleashed. Was that the one where it was like a rabbit tied to a mongoose or something?
No, it was sort of like Good Luck Dragons fighting chimeras.
Robbie, why don't you ever talk about Jazz Jackrabbit?
Jazz Jackrabbit, of course, is in the funny video game news because none other than former governor and former Democratic presidential candidate.
Former governor, former president.
Of Massachusetts.
Okay.
Whose name is
Shout out Fruity Spruce. The rabbit tied to the mongoose was Whiplash. Thank you, Fruity Spruce.
Oh, Whiplash. I remember. Of course, yeah, Whiplash. And then there was the one where the animals were running that people didn't like.
Who's talking about Jazz Jackrabbit?
I'm trying to remember the name of the former governor of Massachusetts, Deval Patrick.
Oh, okay.
Deval Patrick is
Deval Patrick.
because Jazz Jackrabbit is in the news because Deval Patrick took one look at Jazz Jackrabbit and said,
Oh, I think you're cut out there, Robbie.
well, now I've got right after. So, Jazz Jackrabbit is in the funny video game news because none other than Deval Patrick, the former governor and former presidential candidate, said that now that he has left his political life behind, that he has more time to spend on his, rather than being on the soapbox, he's on the DOS box.
That's great.
That's
That's
how
funny
you
video
emulate old computer games. That's funny video game news.
Next up in the funny video game news, Fighting Force 2 is in the funny video game news, Cody from Florida, and it's because Prime Minister of Malaysia, Justice Minister, of Malaysia, Tengku Maimun Tuan Mat, it says more like Hawk Manson's back.
That's funny.
Do you understand?
That's funny video game news.
And that's funny video game news. And of course, Alan, you understand the joke, why that's funny video game news.
Yes, I do.
More
Because
like Hawk Mason's back.
Hawk Manson's back is, unfortunately, the most that you do see of Hawk Manson while playing as Hawk Manson in Fighting Force 2.
I hear voices outside.
So if you notice, if you go back through the slides for Fighting Force 2, you'll see Hawk Manson's back.
Oh, so it's more like Hawk Manson's back.
Yeah, so everyone's saying Hawk Manson's back. But then the Justice Minister, the first female Justice Minister of Malaysia, what an interesting country, Malaysia. But she's the only one with her finger on the pulse of the funny video game news, and that she has been able to turn that into almost funny video game news.
Dog Teeth asks, Alan, what kind of soda is Alan drinking? Alan, that has sugar in it. This doesn't have sugar in it. It is Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast. It's a Taco Bell original. It's disgusting.
It's a Taco Bell original. It's on at first. There was a stream some months ago that apparently if you showed Honeydew, what's it called? Mountain Dew on the funny video game news, that then you would get extra followers.
And I don't think they're doing that promotion anymore.
But perhaps the caffeine and the Mountain Dew, the sugar-free Mountain Dew, will bring us back to the equilibrium that we do need to be delivering the funny video game news to the people, like Cody from Florida,
Should you be
like Jazz
mixing Baja
Jackrabbit.
Blast and cough medicine? I don't know if you can mix those.
It says you can.
Alan, where is Baja?
Baja? I think it's in Florida.
Cody? Where's?
No, Baja's in Mexico, my friend.
Oh,
I'll have to
Claudia
I'll double check.
Sheinbaum should be-
I'll have to double check.
We'll have to double check with none other than current Mexican presidential candidate Claudia Sheinbaum.
No, it says Florida.
Cody, thank you so much for your call, and what an illuminating conversation we always have with you. But we must continue to take a few more calls, and we do have a little bit more funny video game news to explore at here live twitch.tv/EGI_2.
God bless.
Good night and good luck, as they once said in a George Clooney movie.